Cool. And that's us live. Welcome back, everyone. So glad to have
Top of the
everyone
morning to
there.
you.
And that's us live. Welcome back, everyone.
Brazil.
Oh, no. So glad to have
Top of the
everyone
morning to
there.
you.
And that's us live. Welcome back, everyone.
Stream fail.
There we go. No, I had my Twitch up and it started like echoing because there's like a 1 or 2 second delay, and so everything just started coming back through, like in repeat. So
Fun.
stop that. Cool. So yep, good deal. Everyone well in the household, Derek?
Finally.
Yeah, you guys went through it, huh? So, all right.
Been through a bunch.
Yeah, cool. All right, so let's see. So last time, well, let's recap what's kind of been going on in general. You guys are here in this town whose name I'm going to try and remember. Let's see. I'll just pull up a map. That may be easiest. Why is loading so bad? Yeah. So you're here in Lycinace. This is a kind of all-Fae town. Seems to be run by the Imp Corps to some degree. You guys did find some fun magical items, and you met up with Westbrook in a tavern. Not intentionally, so you just kind of ran into him, and he proposed.
Now we're stuck with him.
Yeah, well, and he kind of proposed that you guys enter the tournament to make some quick cash, which some of you were amenable to, and others of you were like, I just don't want to do that. And so, and then in the last session, you guys fought an undead Tarask, which really, when you think about it, it's kind of lucky that it was undead, because undead things aren't nearly as strong as what they were when they were alive.
I'm more afraid of what brought it back to life in the first place.
Yeah.
But
I'm
anyway.
more afraid of what killed it.
Yeah, and brought it back to life.
No, you can use a wish spell or something. That's fine.
Yeah.
How the fuck do you kill that thing?
That's because somebody used the monkey paw. That's how they killed it. They wished it away.
It would take more magic than they had probably to kill it. Anyways, but so yeah, you guys fought that and you killed it, and then you fought this sort of undead dude and his little undead sidekick and their two little like weird bug things, where he prattled on about soup, and you defeated
What
them.
flavor of soup, though? I want to know what soup is.
I think
People flavored.
yeah, I think people flavored. Yeah,
Okay.
it's like Soylent Green. And you guys defeated him by tossing him in the sort of seemingly bottomless pit that isn't actually bottomless, but seemingly bottomless.
It's
and-
a soup pit.
Soup. He'll find lots of soup down there, I'm sure. So you guys finished up that round, and that was pretty much it. And so you guys are coming off the field, and once again, there's cheers for Team Ramrod, as you have aptly named yourselves.
I'll be right back.
Yep. And so there were cheers, and as you walk off the field, you pass by another team. Let's go to here. Yeah. So I click on things and stuff happens. Yep. So you pass by these guys, a satyr, a wood nymph, a mongrel dog. His name's Scooby, by the way. A sort of tree dryad type thing, and a crazy looking witch. And they're passing you on the field for their bout next. So as you guys are walking off back up in the stands, Mist, you and Westbrook are there. You're having your popcorn. Katarina has graciously brought you plenty of things and made the googly eyes at you. Westbrook sees the next contenders coming on, and he leans over to you and he says, "Oh, this should be good. Yes, they're some of the top contenders."
Who are they?
He says, "Yes, well, they go by the name the Pinky Clan. I don't know what that means, but they're favored to go pretty far. Some even say that they might defeat Fire Fist Ace."
Well, I guess we'll have to see how they do.
Yeah. So they come on, and then the group that comes on to fight them all look like penguins. Anyways, they're all about 4.5 foot tall, and they kind of like
What is this, the Skea?
and they like ninja roll onto the platform and take like a hero pose formation.
Yep, this is man.
So yeah, they the battle starts fighting. Westbrook leans over to you and he says, "So Mist, how is business going?"
Fine, as always.
He says,
Why
"Yes."
do you ask?
He says, "Well, as a fellow tradesman, I know that you like to buy and sell wares. I wondered how you were doing."
I'm doing great.
He says, "Perhaps you've come across something of interest lately?"
I've come across many things of interest lately.
He says,
Be more specific, man.
He says, "Well, I don't know. I'm just trying to figure. It's been a while since we've seen each other." He says, "How have you been? Is your home okay? Are you building or expanding?" He doesn't. He's never been to your home, by the way, but he knows you live somewhere.
My home is quaint.
He says, "Oh, yes. Well, I
I haven't
imagine."
been there in quite some time.
He says, "I imagine you'd want to keep a low profile." He says, "Yes. And have you returned to Macriteer since that unfortunate incident? I'm sorry you got caught up with that, but it couldn't be avoided."
No, I'm not going back to that place.
He says, "Yes, it's become quite militant." He says, "And did you hear the news about the king's son?"
I did not. Which son?
He says, "With the son that was executed, murdered, I guess, assassinated." Yes,
No, that's crazy.
they say an elf did it. Yes, but they say they've taken care of it. I don't believe a word of it, though.
Yeah, you know that gossip. And then, as I'm talking, I pull out a turtle carving, a really shittily carved turtle in
Yeah.
wood, and I show it to him. I'm like, look at this thing.
He says, "Oh, what terrible craftsmanship. Where in the world did you get such a terrible thing?"
It's
Please tell me you
only
didn't
to
pay for it.
deceive. It's only for deception, sir. It is far more valuable than you can believe, and I put it back in my pouch.
He says, I sense no, it only has the faintest of magical auras, and it stinks of kobold even. Did you kill a kobold and steal it off of him?"
I did not.
He says, "Terrible things, the kobolds. Yes, they have their uses, but I'd never want to be near one."
I agree.
He says, "Oh, it looks like Melody might be sobering up."
I throw some popcorn at her.
Yeah. So Westbrook and Mist have been chatting, and then he just commented that he thinks that you might be sobering up, Melody.
Okay.
And he says, "Melody, feeling better, are we?"
Yes.
Yes, that water seems to have done the trick. Yes, quite smart of that Katerina." He says, "So Melody, how have you been doing? How's the barding coming?"
It's going all right. It's been a little more violent than I'd hoped. A little less healing and a little less musical.
"Oh, tragic." He says, "And has losing your powers, has that affected your playing at all?"
Not that I've been able to tell. No.
He says, "Oh, excellent, most excellent." He says, "Yes. Well, tell me, where's the cat you used to have?"
He just got up and left one day. I guess he had an adventure.
Oh, did he indicate? I don't know if you communicate with the cat or not. Did he indicate why he was leaving?
He didn't really say a lot. He just he didn't quite have a way with words. He was actually quite rude.
Yes, well, I believe cats are that way.
Sometimes.
Yes, yes. And where is young Simba? I have not seen him around.
You'd have to ask his dad.
Yes, I will ask. Was it Gray that he called Papa?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I will have to ask Gray where the young lad has gone off to then. And he continues to carry on conversation with you guys up at the top. Meanwhile, back down in the holding area of the arena, you guys are back in the holding area, and the people that you passed are out fighting with the penguins.
Poor little penguins.
Yeah, well, these guys walk up, approach your group, and the one in blue says,
Wow.
well met, fine fighters.
You said these guys, but what guys?
Yep, okay, you're not on the
They're
same.
invisible.
You're not on the same panel I'm on.
In that case, Clancy's like, "Oh shit, ghosts!"
Sorry.
I ain't
Yeah.
afraid of no ghosts.
So these guys walk up to you, and the one in blue here says, "Well met, fine fighters. That was a good showing."
Yo.
I can beat you with electricity.
He says,
that green one.
"You don't see them. You're up in the stands."
I'm just saying.
So, yes, and so the one in gold looks over at you, Gotrin, and says, "Oi, are you the one who says you're Fey in an elf body?"
Yep.
He says, "I'm not detecting no Fey from you. You move like a you move like a dwarf. You smell like a dwarf."
I get up really close to him and tell him to come down and look at me in the face. I say, "Have you ever been trapped in a dwarf's body?"
He says, "As a matter of fact, I have not."
And I burp in his face and turn away. And I mutter, "See what it's doing to me?"
He like kind of wafts in front of his face, leans over to the red one and says,
Smells like dirt.
I think he's an actual dwarf. So then the guy in green walks up to you, Gray, and he says, "So,
Wolf.
you a wolf man or werewolf or what kind of beast are you?"
I'm a wolf.
"Well, you're not a wolf, are you? You're not on all fours."
I'm a wolf.
And he looks over at Fiamma and he says, "Does this one know the words?"
I'm ignoring him.
Cool.
I'm ignoring
Yeah.
him.
And the one in blue says, "Looks like in the next bracket we'll be facing each other."
Yeah, something
You
like
will
that.
perish.
Okay, well, look. Okay, well.
The green
We're
one
not-
has a little bird.
Anyway, yeah, that'll be fun.
So the one in red says, "I look forward to meeting all of you. It should be a good show. Can't wait."
Tell him your mom's a good show.
She says, "Well, I guess our kind don't really have mothers or fathers, but if we did, I suppose I should be insulted. But as we do not, I am not."
I look at Gray and say, "These guys aren't very bright. It won't be much of a fight."
I don't know. We'll see about this.
So, the one in green says, "You lot aren't terribly friendly, are you?"
I wasn't trying to be this friendly. You got these two that are not that friendly.
If you have money.
He's, and is Clancy wearing his bobblehead?
No, he's in town, so he's
Yeah. Yeah. So the blue one looks over at Clancy and is like, "So, your shade?"
I'm gonna transform my head.
Into what?
Hers.
Did
No,
you
no.
say a purse?
No, hers.
The
It's gonna be
The-
terribly malformed version
yeah.
of her.
Well, the blue one's a he, but I think the
whatever.
only her is the red one, given the chest proportions. That's all I've got to base it off of. Anyways,
enough.
so but anyways, yeah. So he says, "Oh, are you a young shade? Are you still coming into your powers?"
Sorry.
The mouth's not fully deformed.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm sorry. That's all I can really say. I'm sorry.
Yeah. He says, "Oh, don't worry about it. This is a place for all types of people, you know, except for, you know, the non-mages. We like to call them muggles, trying to make it catch on."
Oh god.
Fiamma's gonna look up and say, "I hate you."
And then the red one says, "That's so fetch." And the gold one
No,
says,
no, they don't.
Stop
Stop
trying to make
fetch
fetch happen." Anyway.
I've now been wounded. 35 psychic damage. I'm dead. My character's dead.
Yeah.
Gray is gone.
And the red one,
Immediate pass
yes.
on to the.
and then the red one says, "I don't think my father, the inventor of the toaster strudel." And the one goes, "We don't have fathers." Anyways, I digress.
I'm wounded again.
You've been resurrected just in time to die.
So, yeah. The one in the gold says, "Oi, so what are you lot gonna do if you win all the money?"
Spend
Get
it?
money.
Hookers and blow.
The red one's
I'm
la-
not there, remember?
Oh yeah, that's right. You're not there. Yeah.
In
No hookers and blow.
that case, Clancy says, "Hookers and blow."
Stockleg says, "Your imaginary mum."
The red one looks over.
I'm really sorry. I can't stop for what they say.
the red one.
What they say.
The red one looks over at Fiamma and goes, "Oh, I like that one."
Oh.
I've gone back to ignoring them.
And Fiamma, did Fiamma use fire magic? She used firebending in the last one.
She is fire.
Yeah, but she's not on fire. Yeah. So then the red one pulls out one of her bows and she says, "Oh, you like fire, don't you?" And she's, "What's this?" And then the tip of fire just ignites on its own.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna be outdone by this chick. I'm gonna hold out my
The
hand.
Hellgate.
Nope.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Let
me use Burning Brand to summon a bow.
powers are.
I'm just gonna hold my hand out straight out, summon the bow, like look at it for a second, and then make it go away.
She says, "Oh, so fancy." She says, "If we don't die in this, perhaps you and we could go have a training session or something. A drink,
I'm gonna
perhaps."
look over at her and say, "You will."
I'm not gonna try to kill them. Maybe.
I bend over and fart and light my fart on fire.
And here again, the gold-looking one's like, "He's definitely a dwarf. Definitely a dwarf. I know it. I know it." And the green one's like, "Calm down. Calm down. It's all right. We can fight a dwarf. He's not. I mean, look, he's hanging out with all these other non-dwarfs. He's clearly not like the other dwarfs."
Clancy's gonna lean in towards Gotcha and be like, "That was some excellent magic."
My not fey mother taught me.
Then there's some cheerings and some gasps outside, and the blue one kind of like peers back over towards the exit, and he says, "Oh, looks like the penguins have been smeared. I don't know if there's anything left. Oh, it's looking pretty brutal out there."
No, I've
makes me
never
sad.
ate penguin.
And
Not even to survive.
I
And,
survived.
So, yeah,
They
so-
had any good shit on them.
So yeah, out front, Mist and Melody out there with the rest of the book. The other group, which you didn't see because you weren't on this page, I guess, who look like this. They've really just like gone to town on the penguins and kind of demolished them.
That makes me so sad, even though.
Yeah, and of the 6 penguins that had started off the battle, only one was left, and he was missing both his legs and just sort of like crawling to the exit.
That's horrible.
yeah. And the announcer's like, "Yes, and Team Madagascar has lost. The winners are."
Oh, Madagascar!
Jesus, man.
I feel less bad now.
Yeah, he says, "We have our winners." That team sort of comes walking back in, completely unscathed, and they're walking in, sort of cracking jokes about how pitiful and puny the penguins were, and how they had no reason being in the ring, and all this other kind of stuff, just sort of trash talking. So the guy in the green's like, "Oh, I feel sorry for those penguins. It's not right what they did to them, but, well, we all know the risks when we're entering." I know it's a thing. And then the one in blue says, "Right, well, for you lot, we're not looking to die, we're just looking to have fun and make some money in battle. So,
Forfeit now, then.
if it gets too intense, know that we will be tapping out. We do not wish to die. And if you would like, we'll extend the same courtesy to you. If it seems that we're winning and you want to tap out, we will, of course, not try and follow through with the killing."
Unnecessary.
He says, "Yes, well, just letting you know what our intent is."
Gotcha.
He says, "Yes, well, we're going to go over here and formulate a strategy, if you don't mind."
Listen in intently.
Clancy walks over with them.
The one in yellow looks back at Clancy and says, "Right, yes, well, you're not with us, I don't believe. So if you could just prattle back onto your group then."
Wow.
I'm just gonna meander to the left and then just come back, just keep it moving.
Yeah, so they're going to continually shoo you away.
Come back now, y'all.
Yeah. So, and a couple more groups come and go. Some fights happen. And then after that round of battles, there's a short intermission. And during that time, you're allowed to like leave the holding area if you want to go into the stands or get some stuff. Do any of you go to the stands or meander about the stadium during the intermission?
Yes, Clancy's gonna find where the betting pools are.
Okay, yeah. So there, you find them. I mean, they would be easy to find.
All right, I'm gonna walk up to one.
Yep. Yeah. So there's a number of various people, creatures, whatever, running the betting stands. So you walk up to one of them. Let's say it's a human, and he says, "Well, what'll it be?"
What are the odds on my team?
He says, "Which team is my team?"
I don't remember what we called ourselves.
Ramrod.
Ramrod.
Ramrod. What are the odds on Ramrod?
Yes. Let's see who you're facing next. Let me look at the roster.
Oh, Goldrin's gone. What happened there?
Oh, yeah, we did lose. That's weird. We'll give it a second. Let's see. What is going on? You guys, while we're sitting here, did you guys see the new Mario World trailer?
No.
No, it looks good. Check that out after
Yeah.
this for sure. Yeah, the one that
The,
where Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt.
Yeah. It looks excellent. I think it'll.
While that's happening, I'm gonna go refill my water and check on the cookies.
All right, cool. Let's see.
I think I need to go to the stands and acquire or borrow a stunning dagger from someone
You know, I
for
didn't
no
realize
apparent reason whatsoever.
I didn't realize it was 3D. I'm kind of sad because I wanted to just be Chris Pratt in a fucking Mario outfit.
Oh yeah, no. I guess we'll. So well, yeah. So great. You're going to get that. Are you
No,
going?
I'm joking.
Okay.
I'm perfectly fine.
Yeah. Do any of you go to the stands to visit Westbrook, Melody, and Mist?
Sure, if you
I mean, I could, but what am I going to say to them?
Oh, I don't know.
It serves no purpose except for filler, because Mike does not know what to do.
Yeah. Well, we can take a minute and come back.
so you can hear all about my wild gambling addiction.
Yeah. So Fiamma gets up there with Mist, Westbrook, and Melody, and Westbrook says, "Ah, yes, Fiamma. How's it going? How do you find the arena?"
Boring.
I cringe away because I don't want to get burned.
He says, "Yes, you guys have made a fine showing."
Why are you leading me, Mist?
Yes, Mist, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Okay, yes.
You're just talking, and I feel like Fiamma's gonna burn the shit out of you.
Yes,
I don't want to get burned.
I can't see why that would be.
I've seen that happen.
Fiamma stands to make loads of money off me, I do believe.
Yeah, we can kill him anytime. It's fine. I'm not gonna do it in public.
Yes.
He ain't lying.
I think I feel as though that I'm more beneficial alive than dead.
For a while.
For now.
He says, yes. Well, we've already made some money off of your wins.
Oh, good. Well, I think Clancy's gonna go make some more money too. So
Oh.
I'm heading off to the bet stands earlier.
Oh, yes, well, I knew he wouldn't be able to stay away for long.
He spends too much money.
So, Katerina walks up, and, what name did you give? Did you give her a name at all? Mist? Or no name? I can't remember.
No.
Yeah.
I don't remember if I did.
Yeah, okay. She walks up and she says, "Oh, dearie, who are your friends? Who is this tall drink of fire?"
That was a very oddly specific thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was assuming you're talking about Fiamma.
Brrr, yes. Yes, she is quite fiery. Look at her hair. Look at the power she displayed on the field. She's quite the
She's
fire.
like, come on,
Really
because I
touch her
don't
head.
charge too much.
She's quite the firecracker. She says, "And will you be requiring any more refreshment?"
Always.
She says, "Excellent. Yes, well." And she says, "I'll be right back. More popcorn, I presume?"
Absolutely.
Bring me something light too.
She says, like a fairy, or
Like a drink, you bimbo.
she says, just trying to be funny. Yes, clearly this is not your style, the humor. And she walks away. And Westbrook looks down at his wrist sundial, and he says, "Oh, looks like you've only got about 5 minutes left."
I should better hurry up with that drink. You know what? I'm just gonna follow her.
Yeah. Cool. So I guess we'll go ahead and go to the betting stands. So Clancy, you're at the betting stands, and the guy says, "Ah, yes, I found your pairing. Yes, you're fighting the spirits. It says here. Let's see. Odds are 2-1 in their favor."
Cool. Well, how does recurring betting work? Because I plan to bet all of the money on every match for us to win.
Yes. Let's see. So we have a tiered betting system. You can bet up to 100 gold as a normal bet, and then we can do advanced betting where you can bet on number of kills, forfeits, that sort of thing, for an increased amount.
Okay. Well, I'll bet 100 on our win.
He says, "Oh, excellent. Okay, yes, that sounds excellent. Well, I'll put you down for 100. I will need a name, and if you could put your fingerprint right here." And he pulls out some parchment, and
I won't specify whatever 100, but I'm not there.
sprinkles some like magical looking dust on it. He says, "Yes, if you put your fingerprint right here, this is to ensure that you keep to your debts."
All right. I guess I put my fingerprint on it.
Yeah, and when you do sort of like a magical outline of your finger imprints onto the paper in sort of like a glowing fashion.
Now, another question for you.
He says, "Yes?
Is there any overall bets for the entire tournament?
Yes, you can do a bet. We have the bracketed system here," and he pulls out the brackets and says, you can arrange the brackets as you'd like, and if you are correct, then there is additional money for you. And then the biggest bet of the day is the final battle. We allow up to 500 gold in betting for that.
All right. I'm going to bet 500 gold that we're going to win.
He says, "Yes, well, we will accept those bets before that match."
Okay. And then I'm just going to meander away.
Yes. Okay. So yeah, you wander off, and your bet's put in, and so there's like a gong that like resonates throughout the entire place, signifying that it's time for you to return or whatever. And Fiamma gets her drink. As soon as the lady gets like to her stand, she like pours her drink, turns around, she's like, "Oh, well, I didn't realize you had followed me."
Well, turns out I'm pressed on time, so thank you. Here's money.
She says, "Oh, yes, thank you very much." And then, did you specify what kind of drink? I mean, otherwise you're gonna get just regular ale or something.
Just something light.
Yeah. You get a cosmopolitan.
Aw.
So, all right. So yeah, you make your way back down to the holding pit, and come on.
Gotron has perished.
Gotron has perished. Yeah, he overdosed on mud wine. Clearly.
So we've all are done. Is that what I heard?
No. We're
It's all for one. We're all here together.
we're going. So while you
Mist snapped out of existence.
Yeah, where did Mist go? He's disappeared. Are you on the toilet? You're on the toilet, aren't you?
You'll never know.
So yeah, you guys get back, and it seems as though you are you're first up. So the announcer.
Before I walk out of the pit, Clancy's going to cast a spell.
Okay. So I mean, the announcer's out announcing and stuff too. So, all right.
Right.
What are we casting?
I cast Contingency. I'll lose it after this.
Okay. All right.
I've got to describe a trigger condition, so within the amount of words within my level, I'm a little late, so. When an enemy attacks an ally, that'll be the trigger condition.
Okay. All right. And what does contingency do?
Contingency, I choose a 5th level or lower spell I know, describe a trigger condition, and whenever that trigger is met, it takes effect. I don't have to roll for it.
Okay. And what spell are you choosing for that?
Sleep.
Okay. All right. So Gotron accidentally attacks one of you and falls asleep. No. Yeah. Gotron will not be coming back.
Oh, okay.
His internet is dead.
Gotron went to lay down for a little bit. He was feeling very sleepy. I told him to go take a nap.
And by take a nap, you put a bag over his head.
I'm gonna
By
take a nap
taking
for a
nap.
little while then too.
He went all the way up to where Mist and Melody are and curled up.
Yeah, let me know who wins.
Yeah. So Gotron was mingling out in things and walking down. He trips and falls and goes unconscious.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and you find out in the rules you're allowed one substitution.
Well,
Well, if either of you want to come, feel free. Otherwise, we don't care. It'll be fine.
there'll only be one person that will be fighting. Westbrook!
That'd be funny.
Do the fighters win the money?
Yeah, there's prize money for winning too. Yes.
Because like I didn't do anything, and if I don't get paid for it, I'm not doing it.
Yeah. I mean,
So am I getting paid for this if I don't die?
the fighters do win prize money. Yes.
Fine.
At least you're active.
Where's Gotron?
Taking a nap in their seat now.
His internet's shit.
No, I know that. I mean, like, where is he in the game?
Oh, right. Well, he's fallen and bumped his head and like he's passed out. So I assume he's been taken to some sort of med bay or something.
All right.
So, all right, yeah. So you join them down in the place and the things and stuff.
This is going to be cheesy then.
Yeah.
Somebody's getting stunned and then just fucking set on fire. This is over.
If
Already.
they don't all go to sleep.
Yeah. The announcer starts. Well, also, Mist, when you've been informed of this and you start to leave, Westbrook says, "Oh, good luck, Mist. I wish the best. I'm sure that you won't even get injured."
Keep your shit to yourself, Westbrook, and tell that fine feline to hold my popcorn for me.
Yes, I'll do so. I guess it'll just be me and Melody. And he looks over at you, Melody.
And I look at Melody and I smile and chuckle, and then walk off.
He says, "We'll have better time to get acquainted, the two of us."
As I'm walking away, I'll be like, "Don't forget, Melody, you did say you wanted to get closer to Westbrook."
Yeah, I'll be right back, actually.
Melody, where are you going? Don't leave. You have to join me for combat analysis.
They will burn, no.
So yeah,
I mean, that's pretty good combat analysis. Too.
the cookies
They
will
will
burn.
burn.
Apparently your cookies. Got it. So at any rate, the announcer is announcing the next battle. He says, "Yes, and now on for the battle in our next tier. First up, we have everyone's new favorite group, Team Ramrod." And people cheer, whatever.
Woo!
And then he says, "And local favorite, Team Spirit." And then people kind of boo, right? People like boo, like,
Oh, well, that's not very nice at
Yeah.
all.
Fiamma just chuckles.
So yeah, you guys walk out, and Team Spirit walks out. And
Just, hit myself in the face with headphones. All right.
I mean, life happens. So let's see. We got Blue Spirit. We got Green Spirit. Some stuff. Maybe give your guys selves some something or another for field, whatever. Yellow Spirit. And we got Red Spirit. All right.
Let's see.
I don't know if you're that big, but okay.
Fiamma.
these guys. All right. So yeah, they walk out on the field, and people are booing, and even the people are booing, like they're just sort of hamming it up, like they're like kissing and waving at the crowd and smiling and all the other stuff. And they're kind of eating up the hate a little bit. So
I don't get it, but I've heard of that. So yeah.
Yeah.
They're the heels.
Yeah.
So and the announcer says, "All right, I want the dirtiest clean fight you can give me. Go!"
So they're wrestling in Jello.
Yeah. Yep. And as soon as the heels go, the blue guy starts darting around this way, and the three of them just sort of hang back. They sort of like group up together a little bit as he starts making his way around. What do you guys want to do?
Clancy's gonna run into the center.
All right. And what's Gray doing?
Water ring, ice dagger, ice shield, baby.
All right. Cool. So you equip your water ring and ice dagger.
Yes.
And kind of get encrusted in a shell of ice. And Miss, what are you doing?
I'm assuming these red things are the pits, correct?
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot the blue one with my lightning bow.
Okay. Roll for it. All right.
Wow, that definitely happened.
That's a crit. He's dead. Yeah.
Is this dude water by any chance?
You don't know.
We won't know until he.
Well, I should know because if he's water, he's taking extra damage.
Then
But when it hits him, 'cause it definitely
he
don't hit him.
he is he's not water, but he is definitely
An aquatic type.
he's a water type. Yes.
So
Oh,
he's going to take extra damage from lightning?
Sure, why not?
Awesome. That fucking tracks. Yeah, cool. All three of it.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean your bow hits him.
Hey, those twos are going to bounce to the other guys.
Yeah.
Remember?
I guess they're still close enough. Yeah, sure. So yeah, it hits him and it just kind of grazes him and kind of arcs off of him and hits the other guys. Also for 2 damage. So the green one seems unaffected. The yellow one and the red one do take some damage. The green one kind of like when it jumps from him to them, and they there's it's kind of like almost like when somebody like static shocks you. They're kind of like they just kind of jump aside real quick, and he just looks at him and he goes and he points and laughs as they're getting shocked. And this guy continues his movement around. And what's Clancy doing?
Clancy ran to the center.
What's Yama doing?
I guess Fiamma's just gonna start walking around towards where the blue guy is.
Okay.
And she's going to summon her Burning Brand while she does so.
All right. Go for it.
12.
Yeah. What are you summoning?
Nice big bow.
Nice. Cool.
Great bow though.
Yep. All right. Cool. So Gray, let me get you to roll Defy Danger on your decks.
Am I avoiding something or moving out of the way or something?
An arrow is being shot at you.
Let's Let's look at that real quick. Okay, that wasn't on Dex. Okay, whoops. I thought I popped this out. Oop, Oh, okay. So that happened. So since that happened, the one who knocks activates, and whatever damage that was going to do is directed back to them.
Okay.
I'm rubber, you're glue. Take this shit.
As an added bonus, an enemy just attacked an ally, so 2 of them are going to sleep.
Okay. Yeah. So the red one shoots an arrow at Gray, so all I can think of here is like, because it's a fire arrow. All right. So as it hits you, I guess it melts, and somehow you, like, I don't know, redirect some icicles in their direction. That's all I can think of here.
Okay,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess.
To
You
fix
use the centrifugal force to flick your arm and fling icicles back.
Yeah. And
Have at thee.
yeah. Yeah. Just roll some base damage for that.
There it is, you filthy casual.
You're just your regular. Yeah. Okay. So yeah.
That's a lot of damage
yeah,
for
so-
a
so-
reflex.
So yeah, it knocks her back a few feet, and as she's being knocked back, she's just like, her eyes close and she falls backwards asleep.
Sorry.
This the yellow guy, like, surprised at what happens, like, turns his head to see what she's doing, and as he's turning his head, just kind of like flops over, also asleep. The green guy seeing this jumps back, and then is kind of like, kind of unaware. Meanwhile, Clancy, can I get you to roll a Defy Danger?
On
Dex.
ten.
Cool. So the blue guy has drawn his arrow and shot a bow at you as he's running by. How do you dodge it?
I'm just going to twirl, pirouette even.
Yeah. So just like grazes by you like it was like a dance. It was meant to all along. And the guy in blue, looking pretty annoyed, continues his run. So in that case, what is Clancy doing?
Clancy's gonna cast a spell
All right.
with a 9. He's casting sleep.
All right. And what consequence do you want?
I'll lose the spell. The other 2 fall asleep.
Cool. Yeah. So this guy falls asleep, and then this guy also just falls asleep.
We win.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the round.
They're all asleep. The announcer's like looking around from up on high, and he says,
Clancy begins bowing in the center.
he says, "Well, the match isn't over till someone bows out or everyone or the other team dies. So, what will happen next?" Missed what he do. Hello? Oh, crap. Hey.
Funny.
The announcer says bye.
Yeah, so the announcer says, well, the match isn't over till someone dies or forfeits. So what will happen next? Will they?
Cool. Fiamma's gonna walk over, pick up the blue guy, and throw him in the hole.
No, we aren't. We're not supposed to be killing them.
Whoa.
You could have just.
So are you doing that?
No, I'll walk up to him,
I got
draw my
one.
bow, put it in his face, and then kick him.
Yeah. Like you should probably.
As this is happening, Mike, I'm gonna run up to the red one.
Yeah.
And out of the myriad of control collars that I still possess, I'm going to snap one on it.
Okay. All right.
Oh
And
God.
then I'm going to wake it up.
All right. So Fiamma, you kick the one. You kick him in the face or whatever. Where are you kicking him?
No, just like kick him in the side.
Okay. Are you kicking enough to do damage or just enough to wake him up?
Just enough to wake him up. I've
Yeah.
got a bow pointed at his face. So.
Yeah. He wakes up and he's like, ah! And he sees the bow and he's like, and his eyes get wide. While that's happening, Mist, you wake yours up and then what?
And I wait until they're aware of what's going on. I say, yield now.
She wakes up and she's like, what? And she puts her hand up. She's like, what's this?
And I say, stand.
She's like, and she like her struggling, and she like slowly stands up and she's like angry, and
I say, yield now, or I will not remove this.
she says, well, you've ordered her to yield, basically. She's like, I yield.
When I look at the announcer.
And also, Fiamma, the guy he's like, he puts his hands on him. He's like, yield. You bested us, mate. You bested us.
Easily. And then I put the bow away.
Yeah. And the announcer says, looks like Team Spirit has yielded yet again.
As he says that, I just reach out and I snatch the control collar off of her.
She says, she says, oh, honey, you didn't have to remove that.
Oh, okay. Be like,
Oh my.
catch me outside.
She says, she says, I can yield some more later. And she walks by the other yellow guy and like kicks him, and he's like, oh, what? And she says, come on, you useless sack, we're going. And he's like, do we lose again? And she says, yep, again. And he says, dag nabbit, because suddenly went from being Scottish to Southern. I don't know why, because that's how terrible accents work. And the blue guy, do you let the blue guy walk away since he's yielded?
Oh yeah, I already put the bow away.
Yeah, he starts walking off, and he just grabs the scruff of the green guy and just starts dragging him. And he slowly starts to wake up, and he looks up and sees what's going on, and he says, again? And he says, yeah. And he says, oh, well, good thing I bet it on the other team. So yeah, they exit the field. The announcer's like, well, that was uneventful. And the crowd's like booing, like, boo, boo. And he says, I guess we'll move on to the next round. And you guys are sort of being ushered off the platform. So yeah, you guys leave. They leave. A number of battles take place beyond that point. There's only a
How
handful.
long is the number of battles?
So it would be
How long is that?
3 more battles will take place.
How long would that time frame be?
It just depends, right? The battles, there's no time limit. So it could be 5 minutes. It could be an hour. It could be 2
Would
hours.
it be, are we going on an hour? There's 3 battles. I need to know the exact time for a reason.
I can't give you the exact time because you wouldn't know that.
2 years, 5 minutes, 10 seconds.
We would if we counted, because we have to sit there.
You would know how much time has passed after it's passed. How about that? I mean, is that you want to
Okay.
fast forward in time until the end?
Okay. Hey, Clancy, I need you to put this bracelet on and go to sleep.
What?
Just put the bracelet on and go to sleep.
Okay. Clancy puts the bracelet on,
And takes a nap.
then takes a nap.
Takes a nap.
All right.
Okay.
So the first fight comes and goes. It takes about 20 minutes.
Okay.
All right. After that 20 minutes, what are you doing?
Yeah, he needs to stay. He's asleep.
All right.
No, Well, we'll just wait for the next match.
Okay.
Fiona just like filing her nails.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah.
I want to eat popcorn.
She's doing DDP yoga.
So the next fight happens. It's 30 minutes.
Okay.
All right.
I love to take a shit.
Yeah. The final fight happens, and it's another 30 minutes.
Okay.
So in total, an hour and 20 minutes has gone by.
Okay.
And then they announce a 15-minute intermission.
Okay, and I push Clancy to wake him up.
Ah.
Okay, you're fully rested now, Clancy. You should have everything back.
Oh, sweet.
Give me my bracelet back. Yeah, the hour rest bracelet came in handy, baby. Yeah, spells back, baby.
All right, cool. I gotta go get my money.
Yeah, go do that.
So Clancy's gonna rush off to the betting pools again.
Yeah, cool.
So now you should have everything back.
So yeah, Clancy gets 200 gold back.
Cool. I immediately tell him to put it on the
Bracelet
final
came in
fight.
handy.
Are we at the final fight yet?
No, there's this fight, and then the winner of this fight goes on to the final fight.
Cool. Then I put another 100 on my next fight.
Jesus Christ.
Yep, cool. Yeah. Let's see. All right. So yeah, and then you got a 15-minute intermission. Like I said, you're putting in bets. Down in the area, in the holding area, before you even leave, Mist, Katarina comes down, and she's got like some popcorn and a drink. She says, "Come here, sugar. I got you some snacks."
Okay, so I just look at her.
She
Walk
she
over
says, "Your dark elf friend up there said you'd appreciate some refreshments down here."
Not a friend, but he's correct.
She says, "Oh, you seem quite friendly. You were sitting together, chit chatting."
He definitely seems like he's everyone's friend.
He says, "He's been here many times before, betting here in the rings."
Yeah, I bet he has.
Says, always keeping good company, always with rich folk, much like yourself."
Yeah, that's how he gets you.
She says, "So, you staying in town long?"
I really don't know.
She says, "Well, if indeed you are, maybe I'll see you around."
Looking forward to it.
She says, "All right. Well, toodles then."
I just grab my popcorn and start eating it. Turn away.
Toodles.
Yeah.
Toodles. The hell?
Yeah. So, meanwhile, in the stands, Melody, Westbrook says, "Well, Melody, looks like they ended that quickly."
Yeah.
Here, drink this. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
He says, Do you not want to fight with them?"
Not that time. I just didn't feel like it.
He says, yes. Are you afraid without the black blood that you're more vulnerable?"
No. I've done fine in the ring before.
He says, "Yes, well, I've seen your group in the ring before, definitely. And you, of course, did well. Yes, you fought a dragon once."
Yes.
He says, "It's quite spectacular. That was the first time we met, I believe."
Yeah?
He says, "So, have you placed any bets? Are you going to bet on your friends?"
I didn't even think about betting, to be honest.
He says, "Oh, yes." I mean, he's like left every round, like for a moment to go place bets.
My luck, I would put the money on it and be like, everyone would die. I don't want to press my luck on that.
He says, "Oh, well, they've been very profitable for me, and of course I have agreed to split some of the earnings with them, with all of you. So," he says, I look forward to our journey together to the Minotaur Kingdom. Have you been before?" You have, by the way.
Refresh me what we did there.
You broke into a museum and stole an orb. That's also the place where you reset time. So, I mean, you've been there.
I'll just say, yeah, it's been a minute, but I seem to recall that we were there.
Yeah. He says, yes, well, and how did you find it?
From what I remember, interesting.
Yes, well, I do appreciate the nondescript information.
I'm sure he does. Well, it's not like he gives super descriptive information either.
Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, he continues to
Always expecting all the information.
trying to chit chat. Meanwhile, down below, the gong sounds. You guys are are heralded to return for your next match.
Cool. I cast a spell.
Yeah, cast a spell.
9. Cool. I'll lose the spell.
Okay, what's the spell?
This time it's Cage.
Okay.
Let's see. The trigger. Oh, what I hit button. When I say boom shakalaka.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. And wait, what's the 2d6 plus 2 for?
That was a miss roll. I hit the button on the keyboard.
Okay. And you said you were losing the spell?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right. So, as you guys are waiting to walk out on the field, the other team that you'll be facing bumps you, kind of like one of them bumps you on the shoulder. It's these guys. And so as they're walking by, the satyr sort of like shoulder checks Gray.
Call him a
Bruh.
drug.
And he just kind of goes, poof, as he walks by.
Shoulder. You mean he hip checks Gray?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he hits Gray with his shoulder.
You know, everybody gets one.
You know, Melody usually likes satyrs, but this one looks kind of greasy and nasty.
Yeah.
Clancy immediately jostles into Gray.
He's
This is my
the,
wand! This is my wand!
Yeah, this is his one.
He looks a little like the uncle you avoid at the family reunion.
or the uncle you get close to at the family reunion.
No, absolutely not.
No.
Yeah.
He buys you nice
No.
things.
No,
What the fuck?
they can't buy me anything nice enough. That's not.
Lets me drink the sleepy juice.
Oh God.
He always brings presents like a VHS of The Land Before Time and like a T-Rex. That's about like 2 foot tall and
I'm just gonna pet the dog.
maybe a GI Joe or two, some Hot Wheels. Just saying.
This is getting specific, Mike. Are you okay?
I love The Land Before Time. It's one of my favorite
Okay, all
movies.
right. All right.
He wears glasses and has a side part. It's fine. So yeah, and they walk over to the other entry side. So it seems like they're the ones you're going to be fighting. So we're going to change music. So yeah, the announcer comes on. Does the whole announcement bit. Announces you, announces them. You guys start taking the field. I draw circles on the field to signify their existence, I suppose. Let's see. So we're gonna do. There's your greasy satyr.
Yeah, he's greasy.
The lovely little wood nymph. Here's Scooby.
I like Scooby.
Yeah. Here's Ragweed. And let's see, what color should we make? Anti-crazy pants. And there's Anti Crazy Pants. So, so you guys take the field for battle. I'm not
What?
sure.
I've just Naruto copied.
Shadow Clone.
What are these things? No, I don't want those. Where did those come from?
Was not I.
Yeah, it was probably me. All right. I just wanted to make this smaller so, like, you can see what they look like when the circles attack you, or you attack the circles. Cool. So yeah, they take the field, and when the announcer yells, "Fight!" What are you guys doing?
Eating the snacks I picked up.
Clancy's
I'm gonna
walk
fire
around
my
this way.
bow.
Clancy's gonna walk around that way and yell at the satyr, "You know you should really forfeit."
Fire ring. Okay, and I'll wait.
All right.
Be careful, Clancy's gonna put that pamphlet up your ass.
What's Miss doing?
With precision.
Firing my bow
Okay.
at whatever the fuck the brown one is, the dog.
Yeah.
Scooby.
Scooby Doo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His name is Scooby Drew. All right.
Hey,
Well,
yeah.
Scooby fucking Doo just took a shot to the face, right in his eye,
Yeah. Roll some damage.
and all the rest of them is taking some damage too. Hells yeah. That's your D4 for fuck you. Oh yeah, that's
Double
great.
hills, yeah.
All those bitches are taking 4.
Yeah.
Watch 'em dance.
Yeah. So the lightning hits Scooby, lights him up, and then it spreads out to the group. And
Does he scream Scooby Doo?
no, he starts like pawing at his nose, like like it's itchy or something's wrong,
Aw.
and you see him like like when a dog has like a peanut butter or something in his mouth where he goes. He starts doing that, like he's got a weird taste in his mouth, and
Doing this in the penguins, I'm like, what is this? Like a Michael Vick arena? Like, no, thank you.
yeah, it's they're all magical creatures. The sort of wood nymph and the ragweed seem to take little to no damage. They kind of brush it off. The satyr and the witch do take more damage, and they seem a little jostled by it. The ragweed sort of starts shuffling off this way. Scooby's still dealing with his crap, and then the sort of wood nymph starts just sort of walking up to this hole, and then what is was it Fiamma or Clancy? Was it Fiamma or Clancy started walking?
Clancy started walking.
Okay, so it's Fiamma.
next.
Yeah, what's Fiamma doing?
I never got rid of the fire bow, so I'm just gonna shoot the wood nymph.
Okay.
9.
Okay. And then roll some damage.
It's a D8, and I gave it +1, so 7 damage. Fire.
Okay, cool. Yeah. And then roll an extra D4. Cool. Yeah, I mean the wood nymph sort of just catches fire, and she starts screaming, and she's like, "Ah, fire!" And she's sort of yelling. And as soon as she does that, Scooby runs up to her, starts licking her to try and lick out the fire. And then while that's going on, the satyr starts piping off a tune on his woodwind instrument there. And when that happens, Fiamma feels sort of like an intense pressure pulling her down and dealing just 3 damage,
Alright.
as she feels like immense weight just sort of emanating on her. And then at this time, Gray, what are you doing?
So where am I? Like over here. This thing?
Is this not you here in the blue?
Oh no, that's
Oh, I can't even see that. Let me zoom out. Whoops. That's why I couldn't see it. I didn't know that. Okay, which one am I?
All right.
you got to put your own down
Yeah.
How do I do that
so
again?
you can move it. Go to the second icon, the circle, and just hit circle. Also, change this color. Yeah, this is a big over.
How do I delete that? Oh no!
Why is there so
Make
many
it go away.
blues?
Make it go away. Make these guys go away.
Nope,
That's
you're a set
me.
of testicles now.
Yeah, that's me. I can't make it go away. No, they keep doing it. Sorry,
Isn't
bye.
You click on your pointer, man, and then select them. You can get rid of them by deleting them.
Okay.
So, anyways,
I'm dying. Well.
Gray's having trouble figuring out how to walk.
Okay. Then I don't know because like I guess I'll. Ooh, I don't know if I should attack one of them just yet. They're
Yep.
too close to each other.
Well, and you're a little bit of distance, so it would take you.
Yeah.
You know, if you want
You're
to
on
like.
fire. Just get close to them.
I mean, I could just walk over there and get close to them and then get wrecked by the other fucking two that are sitting there, and there are 3 of them that can attack me. So, yeah, let me maybe separate them first.
One of them's on fire. The other one's trying to lick it out.
Oh, well, then I'll just go attack this one then.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you.
Oh, that's the dog. That's the one trying to lick it out. Nice.
That'll need 2 rolls. You need a dex to get there quickly, and then an attack roll on top of that.
Okay, well, that's the dex roll. Well, I'm there.
Yeah. You definitely like sprint over there.
Just Omewa behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You crouch down, and then you spring forward, leaving like indentions in the ground as you like flash step your way forward.
I show up behind him and go, Umayowa. No.
And then do an attack roll too.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're going to do attack roll. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness, that could have not been a better attack roll. Ooh.
And you're on fire, right?
Yeah, I'm on fire.
And you're attacking the dog.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm attacking the dog.
All right.
What do I? This thing may die.
You're going Saiyan God.
So, well, since I rolled over a 12, I don't know. Is this just a dog? This is a dog.
As far as you know, it's a dog.
Okay, well, since it, I guess it has a leg. I'm gonna chop the leg off, but it's gonna, take fire damage,
Which
bleed
leg?
damage. The right one.
Front
I
right.
guess. Yes,
Okay.
front right.
Okay.
Pretty sure he hasn't realized how to,
And you roll some damage.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. Oh, we are. We need to put this right here. We'll roll this for this. This, and the merciless. That all tracks. Yeah, that's good. I mean, he'll take like
Yep.
bleed damage.
Yeah, I
fire
mean,
damage.
you run up and chop the leg off, and he, I mean, immediately just starts yelping in pain as he falls over on the ground too, and starts sort of like skittering his other legs to try and like get up or right himself. Meanwhile, he's licked like most of the fire out on the wood lady, and she's sort of like, as soon as that happens, she like skids around to the other side of him, and holds her hands out, and some vines start wrapping around him to try and like cover the wound. Meanwhile, the old witch lady has sort of like disappeared from view. She's like she doesn't exist. That's not her. Sorry. And the come on, let me click on you, or not. Just be that way. I cannot believe this. Anyways, we'll just say that that's the witch lady disappeared. Anyways, and the wispy lady has started making her way this way. What is Clancy doing?
Clancy's gonna look at the wispy lady. No. Clancy's gonna look at the satyr, and
Okay.
Clancy's gonna be like, "All right, well, I suggest you forfeit before you suffocate." Boom, shakalaka, and now he's in a cage.
Okay. So, what kind of cage?
It's a magical cage. Nothing can go in or out.
Okay. And what's the basic dimensions of the cage?
It doesn't specify, so I guess I get to make the size of the cage.
Okay.
I'm gonna make it just tall enough for him to barely stand straight up in.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, obviously, as soon as that happens, if nothing can get in or out, that means sound can't get in and out either. So the sound from his pipe stops playing, and
I'll let it be wide enough that he can wave his arms.
Yeah. But the force acting upon Fiamma is no more. So it's like a weight's been lifted off of her. So yeah, I mean, he's stuck in the cage. He kind of like puts his hand up on the cage and like feels like its boundaries, and so he's just kind of like inspecting that at the moment. Then Mista, what are you doing?
Well, as all this other craziness has been going on, would it be fair to say that I had time to coat my blade in a poison?
Sure.
Cool. I'm going to coat my blade in. No. Where is it? Serpent's Tears. So anyone dealing damage against a target rolls twice and takes the best result. I'm doing that to my rapier.
Okay.
And I'm going to bum rush that one.
Which one?
Whatever.
Oh, wispy.
Yeah, the weird witchy chick.
No, that's the wisp. The witch chick has disappeared, and so that's the wispy thing. I grabbed the wrong circle, and now I can't seem to like move it back.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. But I can't click on it now. Like I literally can't click on my own circle.
So this one is still around?
No, the wispy one is still around. The witch is missing.
Fucking
The witch is
ass.
senile and fell down a hole.
All right. Which one's over here? The wispy one?
Yeah.
Fucking great.
The
I don't
leaves,
care. I'm going to stab that bitch.
The pile of leaves is there. Yeah.
Sure.
All right. And where are you at right now? You're back here.
I'm legitly right here.
Right. So here again, that's kind of a distance. So you have to roll a dex to get to her in a quick motion.
I'm really fast.
Yeah.
I'm really slow.
So something has impeded you.
Neat.
Yeah.
The wispy woman or the witchy woman.
Yeah. So you start running, and as you're running, the ground beneath you starts turning to mush, right? And it's like running through mud, and it starts slowing you down. And you sort of
That's weird.
Yeah. So where are you at? Is this
This is me right here,
Yeah.
gay.
Yeah. So let's say you get like halfway, but then like you start getting stuck in place.
Cool.
There in the mud. Then can I get Gray? Can I get you to roll a Defy Danger?
On.
Let's go with Dex. Yeah. So
What am I avoiding there?
The witch is going to sort of materialize behind you and like try and grapple you, and she'll have you for just a second before you manage to wrangle free.
Oh, that's good. She'll take damage.
And so yeah, she grabs a hold of you and starts sinking like her fingernails into you, and so you take 3 damage as that happens before you shake her free, and then what happens?
How much does she take?
Yeah, shouldn't she be?
He's on
burned?
fire.
Right. Oh yeah. Well, because it's like a proximity thing. So yeah, roll a d4. Yep.
Stupid witch tricks of her kids.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah, she gets slightly burned. She does that, and then she like recoils back, and as she takes like a step or two back, she sort of disappears again. And then what is that Fiamma up to?
Yeah, I'm just gonna step around to this step around to this side of the hole.
Okay.
And then she's going. Then she's gonna Zuko style.
Okay.
Cool. Everyone that's around Gray right now is awash in flames. For a moment.
Okay. Yeah, then roll like a d8 of damage.
3.
Okay. Yeah. So everyone around's taking 3 damage.
The dog, the green chick's on fire again, and if the witch is still around, the other guy's in the cage, so he can't be touched.
Yeah. Yeah. So it'll just be the dog and the lady in green at the moment. So yeah, the lady in green is trying to like basically stop the bleeding and heal the wound. And as she's doing that, you know, she catches on fire and her vines are going towards the dog catch on fire, and the dog also like gets burned. He doesn't catch on fire, but he does get burned. And she's on fire again, and then she's like trying to like pat it out as she's taking damage and dealing with that. Then Gray, what are you? Well, hold on, Gray. What's Clancy? What's Clancy doing?
Well, while I'm here, I can't cast a spell, so I guess I'm going to weave an arcane art into my performance.
Okay.
Where's my... With an 8.
Okay.
I'm going to draw unwanted attention, and Mist is going to get plus 1d4, plus 1d4, plus 2d4.
Jesus.
And then I'm also going to give it to James. Gray and Mist now both deal an extra 44 damage.
Okay. Cool.
As I'm just blasting
Did
out
you say
country
4d4?
roads. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah.
As I'm blasting country roads out to the audience.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. well.
So as you're playing that, for a brief moment while that's happening, the witch materializes, slices you with the tip of her fingernails.
Just the tip.
Yeah, just the tip, and then immediately disappears again, and you take 3 damage as she like slices at you and then disappears again. So here at this moment, the dog is trying to like crawl itself away, and the chick who's on fire is like backing up towards the pit again, and the wispy lady has started darting towards towards Mist. Mist, can you roll a Defy Danger for me?
Sure, man. Bye bye.
Yeah. So she comes at you. She sort of like burst into a million little leaves that are all razor sharp, but you manage to dodge them. How?
I start fucking laughing and saying,
Mocking the leaves.
no, I just quickly turn my skin to a really hard iron oak.
Yeah. So a couple of them like stick in you as she sort of like passes through or around you, and they reconstitute behind you, and while that's going on, Gray, what are you doing up here with these people? With the dog who's crawling away and the sort of on fire leaf lady that's backing up towards the hole.
German suplex.
Well, I'm going.
This
to,
is Sparta.
I'm going to. Nah, I bumped that. I'm going to kill the dog because the dog probably going to die on this. So we're going to attack the dog. Yeah, dog definitely going to die. So Jesus, this is a lot of D. This is actually. Let's just roll the initial 4d4 first. Jesus, that is stupid. That's the initial 44, which is only that tracks. That tracks.
That does track.
That tracks. That
Yeah.
tracks.
Yeah, roll the other damage.
And then what is it again? I always forget. Okay, it's this, and this. So yeah, that tracks.
Okay.
9, 10, 16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be enough to kill the dog, though.
Okay.
Yeah. How do you kill it?
Unfortunately, just smash his head in. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what happens.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, he dies. Nothing. The little wood nymph gasps when you do it, and then you see her like go over the edge of the pit.
Well, that was anticlimactic for her.
Yeah. And then this so the guy in the satyr in the cage, he's sort of just sat down, and you can see him sort of just watching everything. Meanwhile, Mist, what are you doing?
Well, now that she's passed through me and materialized behind me, I'm going to backstab her ass. That's the plan.
All right.
So let's see if my... Hey, look at that. It worked.
All right.
So she's paralyzed. She's going to take 1d8 of damage, so that ain't bad. And then 5d4s.
Yeah.
Thanks, Danny.
Damage.
We'll see what this does. It'll probably be 5 damage.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Damage.
Yeah. Yeah, you stab her in the back, and as you stab
Hey,
her,
man, it's like the freaking
she,
Dragonzor flute.
yes, I mean she sort of like arches and like goes to turn her head and just kind of her head just stops, and you can sort of see like her eyes glaring at you, but she seems unable to move at the moment. And while that's happening, Fiamma, what's Fiamma up to?
Cool. Well, Fiamma's gonna get a little bit closer. Probably to about here, and then Yeah, I'm gonna watch the world burn
Okay.
with an 11 around the entire circle of that pit, directly on the edge of it. A portal to hell opens up, and fire starts raining into the hole.
Oh Jesus! Well,
Into this hole?
Into the hole she's in, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
there were things alive down there. Remember?
Not anymore.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you when that happens, you
Did
just
an old soup bastard fall down that hole too?
you hear some screaming and you see fire sort of also just like burning from the inside of it. And I mean, that's definitely gonna like kill her, and she'll die. As she was clinging to the edge of the pit, not anymore. She's gone. She's definitely gone. So yeah, I mean that's the sort of the rain of fire, and that pit is just going in there and doing its thing. You see the satyr sort of look over, and you see him sort of like just shake his head, and meanwhile let me get Gray to roll Defy Danger for me.
On
Dex.
uh,
Clickety click click click.
yep. What am I defying?
You're being attacked by the witch lady.
Okay.
You're
So
defying danger.
So yeah, she materializes, and she sort of like stabs you in like the shoulder blade with her like sharpened fingernails, and then pulls out, and disappears again.
Does she
Another
take
D4
damage?
Yeah, she'll take a D4 damage. 4 damage.
So, if we're watching this, we can see where she disappears to, right?
Yeah, she I mean, she disappeared like she appeared in front of Gray, stabbed him, and then disappeared again.
So it's just vanishing, not like sinking into the ground or anything.
No, just like it's like she's there and then she's not.
Okay.
And for Gray, she does 3 damage, so not so bad. And then what is Clancy doing?
Just gonna blast another ditty.
All right.
Perfectly. Guess who gets damage? Both of them.
All right. And then so then Mist, what are you doing?
We
I don't-
can hear you.
I can't hear you if you're talking. Yeah.
I'm gonna take my free hit, which is considered an instant pass, right?
Yeah.
So if I was to stab her again with my rapier, it would instantly paralyze her again.
Oh God, how murdery would that be? You just keep
I mean,
stabbing someone.
she's paralyzed,
You literally
and if
sound
it's a
like
free
a
hit,
World
it
of
means it's a 10
Warcraft
plus.
stun rogue.
So
Get out of here with that.
Right.
I would say it does.
So I'll say this: you get the free hit, but I would still make you roll for the stun. So you can roll for the stun
Okay.
and see if you get it.
Let's roll for the stun then.
Yeah.
Let me back down these, even though I gotta up them again for this damn extra damage. Thanks, buddy.
I mean, you did 14 damage.
Yeah, she's getting stunned.
All right.
All right, so a D8, 6, and then because she's stunned, she's taking
5d4. Just end it.
5d4 again. Yeah.
Your cat
15
sounds
damage?
like it's saying "ow."
Yep.
Was that 15 more damage?
Yep.
He's just staring at me.
Cool.
So yeah, I mean, you stab her
I
again.
picked him up. He didn't want
so,
it. I put him down, he
Interestingly
didn't want
enough, what she doesn't bleed, but it's like sap is leaking from her instead of blood.
it. Is it maple syrup? Drink it.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be maple syrup necessarily, but I mean, it's sappy for sure. And so meanwhile, up in the stands briefly, Melody, you and Westbrook are up there, and Westbrook says, "Oh, this is quite the riveting fight, eh?"
Mm-hmm.
He says, "What do you think? Do you think it'll be over soon?"
I don't know about soon, but it will be over.
He says, "What do you suppose is going on with the woman who keeps disappearing?"
And that's Conjuring OnlyFans. Is that
Sure.
the one we're talking about?
I guess it's the
Crazy Aunt? Is that what
Yeah.
it's called there? Okay. Fucking whack-a-mole. I would imagine that just like they'll kind of have their own sort of thing that like maybe teleportation is hers.
She's, that would be fascinating, the ability to teleport. Have you ever teleported, Melody?
No.
She says, "Oh, such a shame. I hear it's quite exhilarating to teleport."
Well, maybe I'll find a piece of jewelry or a cloak or something that can help me with that.
Yes. He says, "You know, I've heard that there's people who can teleport through trees. Isn't that crazy?"
Well, maybe you should ask the people that are made of trees if they survive this fight.
He says, "I don't think that's likely."
Yeah, probably not. Not with our group.
So, yeah. So, back down on the field. What is Gray doing?
Well, I can't. Can I even see where she's at? I mean,
She who?
Wait a minute. The witch, because that's all that's left, and the satyr's in the cage, so he's useless.
Yeah. Well, there's also the lady that Mist keeps just stabbing over there relentlessly, who
Oh,
is just taking
well, I mean,
taking hits and dripping sap.
I mean, I guess
She's taking like 30 damage already.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I could just,
Go
run over there and think. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take the fire ring off, put the ice ring on, and run over there.
All right.
The dagger. So
right.
I'm all the way over there,
Yeah.
so I got to get the mist.
Yeah, I mean, it'll take you a turn unless you want to roll to get there faster.
Oh yes, we're rolling. Get there faster. I'm there.
Yeah, you
Instant transmission. I see.
You flash step over there.
Yes, I believe I have become.
Oh no, Gray has
the
learned
one.
teleportation.
Okay,
Yes,
Byakuya.
I have become the one. Apparently,
Are you Kenpachi?
I apparently I am there.
All right. Yeah. And yeah, it's a free attack basically, so you can just attack her.
Then.
Yep.
It's a free attack.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, she's stunned.
Oh my gosh. Well, I guess the D4, since it's a free attack, we just go ahead and put those in here.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you this last time, but I did poison her with serpent's tears because it's on my sword.
Yeah.
And anyone that deals damage against that target rolls twice and takes the best result. So every time you roll for damage, James, feel free to do it twice and take the highest result.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna look at this. This is 12 damage. We're gonna roll it again real quick. So we're gonna take the 12 damage.
All right.
Jesus. So we're gonna roll the first additional 10 for my first hit. We'll roll it again. So we're gonna take the 5 out of that. We're gonna roll the 6. We're gonna roll it again. We're gonna take the 4 out of that.
21.
We're gonna roll the 4. We're gonna take the 4 out of that. Then we're gonna
just gonna take the
hit it
4.
with Then we're gonna hit it with the merciless, and we're gonna roll it again, and we're gonna take the
definitely.
4 out of that.
That's 29 total, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
it is.
Yeah.
And I'm going to that is the ice dagger. So
Oh yeah. I mean,
so
it's
the ice dagger also does damage.
it's
I don't
not
remember what it does.
it's not going to matter.
Oh, okay. Oh man, I was just gonna freeze this bitch, but
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Obliterate.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah. You stab
Can I
her
say
like 30 times, and on the last one,
I have developed this new flash attack hit
yeah. On
in this moment.
on the last one, all the leaves turn to ice and then just shatter into every kinds of pieces all over the ground. And so it's just like, frozen leaves and sap everywhere as she explodes all over the
Apparently,
place.
I've discovered a new technique in this moment in battle.
So yeah, she dies all over the place.
It's just all over the
Yeah.
place.
Begins snowing slightly.
And so at this time the witch appears beside the satyr in his cage, and
Nothing can get in or out. She can't get
beside the cage. Beside the cage.
You didn't
Yeah.
say beside.
Beside the cage.
I thought you said
you
inside.
get mad, boy.
Yeah, he's like,
No.
don't you do it.
She appears beside the cage with the satyr in it, and she taps on the cage, and he looks up at her because he's sitting down, and he shakes his head, and she throws up her hands, and just says, "Yield." And the announcer says, "Yes, and we have a yield. The winning team, Team Ramrod." And the crowd cheers and whatever.
I'll drop the cage.
Yeah.
To a smaller cage now, he's dead.
Yep.
I cage his head.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
that would suck.
yeah, as
I put the cage inside of his windpipe so he chokes.
That sounds terrible.
yeah.
Yeah, that sounds really terrible.
So yeah, you drop the cage. As soon as you drop the cage, he stands up and he goes, and he pulls out his pipe, and he starts like just playing a tune. And as he's playing the tune, the witch comes in behind him, and she starts like chanting. And as she's chanting, you see like the splattered dog on the ground. The blood starts drawing up back into where his head was, and his head starts forming back around where that was. And then you hear like rustling down in the pit where all the fire was going, and slowly like a vine starts creeping out of it. All the shattered leaves on the ground start reconstituting, and forming back together. And slowly but surely, like the whole party like starts like almost like time reversal coming back to life. And once they form, they all just start walking off the field.
God dang it.
Later, losers!
This is the time I needed Simba there so he could just learn a random spell for no apparent reason
Learn
when one
an
of us
instant
died.
regeneration.
Yeah, freaking crap was
What the
that?
hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Now, well, so somebody roll a maybe a discern realities.
I can't. come
Yeah,
up.
what's that on again? Wisdom?
Yeah.
I got a thing that makes my wisdom twice.
Wow, Fiamma
I
and
guess it
Clancy
comes
saw
with
the same
hands.
thing.
I can't
Yeah.
see it well enough to make.
Give me a second and I will roll. Because I believe
The children are the future.
there's a reason. Nope. Okay, I just have to regular discern realities. Okay. Where are you? I probably know nothing.
Twice a day. I'm using one right now.
Oh, you said it's on wisdom? Ooh. Okay, well, that's.
Yeah, I finally got a wisdom roll because of the ring. Sweet.
Nice.
I know nothing. What to
I
go
know
on?
everything.
Yeah.
This ring's the best. Me no stupid. I
Yeah.
see things.
Yeah, me
Cool.
stupid.
So yeah, so one thing you notice after the spell's been cast, you look over at the old lady, and she seems even older by like maybe another 15 to 20 years, if that's even possible. And obviously, it appears that casting the spell literally drains the life years out of someone to bring others back.
So she's like 18.
Does she start singing and trying to get children to drink potions?
No. And I mean, also, obviously, with your discern realities, obviously, it was a combined spell. I mean, obviously, the bard and the lady were working together to create this effect. And like I said, it's drained her life to even make it possible. And so you kind of notice all that as it's going on. And the people that have come back all seem like, even though they've reconstituted, they still seem like they're barely alive. Like they're, as hurt as a person can be before they die.
Okay.
So, but they walk off the field. They manage to walk off and, not entirely dead. And so yeah, you guys get back in, and the announcer says, "And now, just one last break before the final match. We will have Team Ramrod versus our reigning champion, Fire Fist Ace!" And clouds like cheering, whatever. So then you're dismissed for an intermission during this time.
Cool. Clancy's going to bed.
Yep.
500 gold, straight out.
Yep. So, when Clancy goes to bed, Westbrook is there, and he's like, "Oh, I see you're betting, Clancy.
Yeah, might as well make the extra cash.
It makes perfect sense. That's what I'm here to do too."
I have to build my chapel to gold.
A chapel of gold?
Ah, yes. Well, you may not know this, but I worship money.
He says, "Yes, well, we all have to worship something, don't we?" And,
No, I mean I literally worship it. I can heal you with money.
yes, well, more power to you, I suppose. if that's the case, I guess having as much as possible is advantageous.
Yes.
He says, well, I'll be betting on your group. I know Firefist Ace is the reigning champion, but, well, I think you guys have an ace in the hole.
He's gonna die.
God.
He says, listen, just a fair bit of information for you. This Firefist fellow, he's impervious to fire attacks.
Doesn't matter.
Let me guess. Does he throw fire too?
Well, unless you're at the betting ring, you wouldn't be able to ask the question. But
Oh.
he says, yes, so just be careful and note that. I will let you know.
Okay.
He says, I look forward to see how you deal with him.
With fire.
He says, well, I don't know that that's the best idea, but if you
Don't
think
worry,
so,
it'll work.
if you think so, then you go right ahead. And he says, yes, I must get back. Yes, I'm sure Melody is growing quite lonely without me.
Goodbye.
Yes, goodbye. I will see you after. Ta-ta.
How long do we have until our battle?
About 15 minutes.
All right. Would it be fair to assume that there's a vendor that sells supplies for people who are winning and still playing?
What kind of? I mean, yeah, there's food vendors and stuff.
I want to go buy some poison.
Oh, yeah. There wouldn't be like a poison vendor at the arena. I mean,
All right. Would 15 to 20 minutes be enough for me to make my poison? Because I can do that. Any poison I've used before, I can make it.
I feel like there's a
This is a
restaurant.
safe place to brew.
Yeah.
It's pretty safe, right?
I feel like it's like a rush job. So let's roll on like intellect for a rush job. See what you get.
All right. My intellect is a +1. Don't fail me now. Fuck you. You failed me.
Yeah, no, you fail at making the potion. It's just not enough time to like make it appropriately. So yeah, your potion making does not go as well as you had planned. Quite possibly, you dropped some popcorn in the potion and it ruined it. You know, because
Son of a bitch, that was good popcorn.
Katarina's found you and like fed you more popcorn. Yeah. In fact, she comes up to you and she's like, "So you'll be fighting the champ next?"
Yeah.
She says, "Do you think you have a chance at winning?"
I have no idea. Do you know anything about him?
So he's dreadful. Yes, he's quite the diva, and he's just spouting fire all over the place. Yes.
So he creates fire. He's on fire. What are we talking here?
Yes. I believe all of that.
Awesome.
She says, yes, he's quite strong too, I believe. It's not just
You
the
ever seen
fire.
him take any damage?
I don't believe I have. Yes, he's thoroughly stumped anyone he's opposed. He says, but he's quite a jerk. His manners are just terrible, and always setting things on fire when he's around. And I hear
Does he have red hair or blonde hair?
yes, he has fire hair.
So
Yes.
red. Okay.
He says, in fact, I even hear he pees fire. Yes, it's terrible. Yes, the latrines just are quite a mess after he's visited them.
All right.
He
Well, I
says,
appreciate the info.
yes. I do believe he does quite like, he likes beef jerky. Always ordering the beef jerky, yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yes. But that's all I know. Oh yes, and it seems the only ladies he likes are fire elementals.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yes, I believe the brothel lost a few of the ladies before discovering that fun little fact.
Yikes.
Yes, but you know how it is, and in a Fey town, always expect the unexpected.
That's right.
Yes. And meanwhile, Gray, what are you doing in your 15 minutes? You just hanging out in the holding area, or are you going out around getting some food, or?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, I'll go get some food.
Um, and Melody, Westbrook is coming back from his bedding, and he says, "Ah, yes, Melody, just one more round."
Sure.
He says, "And then we can be off on our grand adventure together."
Okay.
He says, "I can't wait to discover what kind of shenanigans we'll get into on the way there."
So if I'm doing another round, what do I roll? Constitution, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I have never once rolled well on a drink.
Maybe today's your day.
We'll see. Constitution. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. You chug it down, and you hold your
I
liquor.
probably had food with it this time.
Yeah, you had a pretzel.
Yeah, okay. That fits.
Right. And yeah. And he says, Melody, I'd love to introduce you to an associate of mine if you're game.
Okay.
He says, "Oh, yes. And he says, "Yes, come here. And sort of this fairy floats over. Not Ricky.
I
So,
know.
Yeah. This fairy.
Disappointed.
Yeah. This fairy floats over, and he says, "This is my associate Todd. Todd, say hello to Melody." And Todd's like, "Sup?"
Hello, Todd.
Yes, Todd, why don't you tell Melody about yourself? And he's like, "I'm Todd."
Okay.
And he just looks at you, and he says,
I'm Melody.
he says, "Cool." And Westbrook says, "Yes, Todd here. He runs a very successful animal trading ring. He buys and sells all types of exotic animals. I know you've got a soft spot for the furry little ones. So I figured perhaps you two might get along famously."
And I'm building a bestiary.
Todd says, "Cool."
Yep.
And Todd's like, "You got dogs?"
We're still building, but I plan to, yes.
He's like, "You want dogs?"
Yes.
He's like, "I got dogs."
Nice. Thank you.
Yeah. Yep. They're 1 gold per dog.
Okay.
Yep. How many you want?
130 pounds.
About how with the bestiary, about how many would be like reasonable? Because I'm gonna have other animals in there too.
Let's say so. This is going to be a weird metric, right? But I think it's probably the most fair way to like allocate space in a bestiary. Let's say your bestiary can hold 1,500 pounds of meat.
I don't like how we phrase that.
So whatever 1,500 pounds of animal equates to.
You think that 10 dogs would be a good idea right now?
So like 10 dogs, let's say on an average size 50, some bigger, some are smaller. So 50 pounds, 10 dogs, is going to be, 500 pounds. So it'd be like a third of your space.
That's a lot.
Let's up you to like 2,000. We'll see you get to that. That's a big facility. 2,000 pounds worth of animal.
So you get 40 dogs.
Jesus.
But you don't want only dogs.
Yeah, not only dogs.
That's a good website, though.
It's
just pictures of dogs.
Naked dogs.
We already talked about that.
They're all naked. They're all a bunch of
8
whores.
dogs. Does that sound reasonable?
He says, "I can get 8 dogs."
Okay.
He says, Where you want them?"
I give them the directions to the bestiary that's being built.
He says, "All right, delivery charge for that distance."
What's the delivery charge?
He pulls out he pulls out like a little like notebook, and he flips some pages, and he like writes some stuff down. Looks at you, looks down, looks at you, looks down, then like does some math in the air kind of thing, and then like looks back down, and he says, 15 gold.
Okay, are these ordinary dogs or like magic dogs? Because I feel like I'm getting ripped off.
He says, they're just dogs.
Westbrook,
He says, yes, Melody.
your friend is really ripping me off with these animals.
He says, oh, but these dogs will be premium. They'll be well bred and well fed. They'll have all the magic and chance to make sure they're disease free. Isn't that right? Isn't that right, Todd? Todd goes, yep.
Discern realities and whether I should buy these fucking dogs.
I mean, you can roll the certain realities.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Yes, you see that Todd has rippling muscles.
Todd is the epitome of audacity.
Todd is hung like a dog.
I don't know. I do not want any of this. I discern a little.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you don't detect any lies in anything that anyone's telling you. Whether it's a good deal or not, it's hard to say.
I'm gonna wait on the dogs.
He says, that's cool. You want kangaroos?
Good.
Yes.
I'm gonna wait on the animals. I will contact you. I
I'll
exchange
teach a
information.
kangaroo to
He
kick
says, we got
ass.
tigers.
That's pretty cool.
They're
I
great
will.
for eating husbands.
I haven't even really seen the facility yet because I've just allocated to get it built. I'd like to set eyes on the facility before I order my animals.
He says, okay.
Cool.
And he looks at Westbrook and he says, can I go? And Westbrook says, yes, you can go. We'll contact you if we need you, I suppose. And he says, okay. And he just like leaves. And then the gong sounds to announce like the next match is going to happen.
Before the gong sounds, Clancy's gonna go tell Fiamma what he found out and also conspire with her.
Okay. All right.
I'm also going to share the information I was told with everybody.
All right. Cool. Also, after the gong sounds, you hear like a low chant that gets louder and louder, and it's just fire fist, fire fist, fire fist. And you see sort of descending down on the opposite side of the stadium a character who appears to be on fire.
With his fists.
And if I can grab the graphic, and you see this thing coming down from the stands down into the holding area.
Forget Todd. I choose that one.
Oh, that's gonna burn.
And that's where we'll like skip out for the night.
I feel like that's the picture they should use if they want to entice me to click hot singles near you.
Yep. And so we'll pick up next week with the Fire Fist Ace fight, which hopefully lasts more than 2 rounds.
It won't.
Well, that just depends. What is this?
Oh, I have a plan.
What is this down here?
Water. Just,
Oh no, I'll tell y'all in secret, far away from Mike, so he can't plan
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah.
Yep, that's the plan.
The plan is to not know the plan.
Actually, once Mike leaves, just stay for 2 seconds. It's a really fast plan.
Yeah. But that'll conclude the stream for tonight. Bye, stream. Yay.